Hi! Have you ever wondered how the height of a building is measured without actually measuring it? How elevation of a mountain peak is found without climbing it? How to find height of a tree? How to find the distance between two vehicles? How to know the height of the aeroplane or a balloon from the ground? How to find distance of a boat from a lighthouse or distance of shore from a point in the sea? Answer to all these lies in trigonometry. Wondering how? This is horizontal line and this is angle of elevation when we look upwards. This is angle of depression. Once you know value of angle in one dimension, it can be perpendicular, base or hypotenuse. The rest is the game of trigonometric ratios. Let us understand it in a better way through maths exercise of class 10.
So there are some basic terms like angle of elevation. So what is angle of elevation? If the object is above the level of the eyes, that is above the horizontal level of the eyes, then we have to raise our eyes upward to view the object. In this process, our eyes move through an angle upward from the horizontal line. This angle is called angle of elevation of an object. An angle of elevation is formed when something is above our horizontal level, like a building, and a flying aeroplane, a flying kite, a flying hot air balloon, etc. So whenever we raise our eyes to see an object upwards, then that angle is angle of elevation. Now is angle of depression. If the object is below the level of the eyes, that is below the horizontal level of the eyes, then we have to lower our eyes downwards to view the object. In this process, our eyes move through an angle downward from the horizontal line. This angle is called angle of depression of the object. For example, in our case, there is a girl who is standing on a hill slope and she is looking downwards towards football. So she has to bend her eyes, and that bend is angle of depression. The amount of bend is angle of depression. There can be many such examples, like if somebody is standing on a building and is looking down at a car or at any object standing in the street. Means whenever somebody looks down, then angle formed is angle of depression. And it is to be noted that whether it is angle of elevation or it is angle of depression, both are formed with respect to horizontal line. And in this chapter we are also supposed to memorize this table which we did in chapter 8, that is values of theta, if they are 0, 30, 45, 60 or 90, and then accordingly corresponding values of sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, cotangent theta, secant theta and cosecant theta. As per the requirement of the question, the values will be required. Question 1. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground is 30 degree. So what is height? Height is AB, height of pole. Then in right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B, we know that sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon H. And here theta is 30. So sine 30 is equal to AB upon AC. And we know the value of sine 30 is half, that is 1 by 2. So that implies 1 by 2 is equal to AB upon 20. That implies 20 upon 2 is equal to AB. That implies AB is equal to 10 meters. Hence, height of the pole is 10 meter. And how did we decide that we'll be taking sine theta only? Because we know that hypotenuse is given and perpendicular is asked. So in which formula we have both the values perpendicular and hypotenuse? It is sine theta. Question 2. a tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degrees with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. Find the height of tree. So let total height of tree be BD, and it breaks at the point A. It bends down and the top touches the ground, and that point which touches the ground is C. So let DB is a tree and AD is broken part of it which touches the ground at C. So what is given? That theta is 30. Here that theta is angle ACB, that is 30, and BC is 8 meter. AB is X meter, AD is Y meter. So now the length of the tree will be, the whole tree is X plus Y, that is BA plus AD. So in triangle ABC, AB upon BC is equal to tangent 30. That implies X by 8 is equal to 1 by root 3. That implies X is equal to 8 upon root 3. This is equation 1. And AB upon AC is equal to sine 30. That is equal to X by Y. And we know the value of sine 30 is 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 2. That implies Y is equal to 2X. That implies Y is equal to 2 into 8 upon root 3. That is equal to 16 upon root 3. Hence, total height, that is height of the tree, is X plus Y. That is 8 upon root 3 plus 16 upon root 3. So root 3 is LCM. So it is 24 upon root 3. As denominator have the value in root, so we will rationalize the number. So let's rationalize. To rationalize, multiply and divide the whole number by root 3. So we will get 24 root 3 upon 3, that is equal to 8 root 3. That is equal to 8 into 1.732. That is equal to 13.856 meter. So we can say height of the tree is 13.856 meter. Question 3. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age of 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at the height of 1.5 meter and is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the ground. Whereas for elder children, she wants to have a steep slide at height of 3 meter and inclined at angle of 60 degree. What should be the length of the slide in each case? So this is the smaller slide for small kids below the age of 5 years. So let the length of slide be X meter and height is given, that is 1.5 meter, and it is forming an angle of 30 degree with the ground. Let height of smaller slide be AF, and so given AF is equal to 1.5 meter, BC is equal to 3 meter, angle FEA is 30 degree and angle CDB is 60 degree. So in triangle FAE, that is of smaller slide, sine 30 is equal to AF upon EF, that is equal to 1.5 upon X. That implies 1 by 2 is equal to 1.5 upon X. That implies X is equal to 3 meter. Similarly, in triangle CBD, sine 60 degree is equal to BC upon CD, that is equal to 3 upon Y. That implies root 3 by 2 is equal to 3 upon Y. That implies Y is equal to 3 multiplied by 2 upon root 3. So that implies 2 root 3 meter. Hence, the length of slide for children below 5 years is 3 meter and length of slide for elder children, it is 2 root 3 meter. Question 4. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. So let us assume AB be the height of tower and that is H. And angle of elevation is 30 degree. And the distance from the base of the tower to that point is 30 meter. So let height of the tower be H meter. In triangle ABC, BC is equal to 30 meter. This is given. We know that tangent theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, that is equal to AB upon BC. So here, what is the value of theta? It is 30. So tangent 30 is equal to H upon 30. And we know the value of tangent 30. Tangent 30 is equal to 1 upon root 3. So that implies 1 upon root 3 is equal to H upon 30. That implies H is equal to 30 upon root 3. As root 3 is there in denominator, we will have to rationalize it. Let's rationalize. To rationalize, multiply and divide the whole number by root 3. We will get 30 root 3 upon 3. So that is h is equal to 10 root 3 meter. This is our answer. Question 5. A kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. Find the length of the string, assuming that there is no slack in the string. No slack means the string is not bent anywhere. It has no knots. Means it is straight. This is our assumption. So let AC be the length of the string. AB is equal to 60 meter. Angle ACB is equal to 60. So let us take triangle ABC. We know that perpendicular is given and we are supposed to find the hypotenuse. So it is better if we take something which is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is sine theta. So sine 60 is AB upon AC. We know the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 is equal to 60 upon AC. So that implies AC is equal to 60 multiplied by 2 upon root 3. That is equal to 120 upon root 3. As root 3 is there in denominator, let's rationalize this. 120 upon root 3 multiplied by root 3 upon root 3, that is equal to 120 root 3 upon 3. So that is equal to 40 root 3. Hence, the length of the string is 40 root 3. 40 root 3 meter. Question 6. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks toward the building. Find the distance he walked towards the building. So there is a boy who is standing here whose height is given, that is 1.5 meter. The boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building and then he moves towards the building and then the angle of elevation changes from 30 degree to 60 degree and we are supposed to find the distance covered. So if we find the value of FD or we can say BC and then if we find the value of BE and we subtract the value of FE from FD, so what will come? It is ED. And for that what do we need? We need perpendicular and base. And this perpendicular and base ratio is in which trigonometric ratio? It is in tangent theta. So we will be using tangent theta here. AB is equal to height of the building, that is equal to 30 meter. CD is equal to height of boy, that is 1.5 meter, and FB is equal to CD because by construction we have constructed a parallel line, FB parallel to CD. So AF is equal to AB minus FB, that is equal to 30 minus 1.5, that is equal to 28.5 meter. So here we have subtracted the height of the boy from the height of building. So to find ED, we will have to subtract FE from FD. So in triangle AFE, AF upon EF is equal to tangent 60 degree. That implies 28.5 upon EF is equal to root 3. That implies EF is equal to 28.5 upon root 3 meter. As root 3 is in denominator, we will have to rationalize this number later on. In triangle AFD, AF upon DF is equal to tangent 30 degree. That implies 28.5 upon DF is equal to 1 upon root 3. That implies DF is equal to 28.5 root 3. So ED is equal to FD minus FE. That implies 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 upon root 3. Let us take LCM. LCM is root 3. So 28.5 root 3 into root 3 is 3 minus 28.5. That is equal to, so 28.5 is common here. What remains inside is 3 minus 1 upon root 3. So that is equal to 28.5 multiplied by 2 upon root 3. That is equal to 57 upon root 3. So let us rationalize this number as we have root 3 in denominator. So to rationalize, we will multiply and divide the number by root 3. So it comes out to be 57 root 3 upon 3. That is equal to 19 root 3 meter. So ED is equal to 19 root 3 meter. Question 7. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20 meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower. So there is a building and on that building we have a tower. And from the ground at some distance there is a point D. From there we are first looking at the top of the tower, then we are looking at the top of the building, or we can say at the bottom of the tower. So let AB be building and BC be the transmission tower. So value of AB is given, that is equal to 20 meter, and we are supposed to find H, that is equal to BC. So let AD is equal to X meter. Now in triangle BAD, tangent 45 is equal to AB upon DA, and we know the value of tangent 45 is 1. So 1 is equal to 20 upon X, that implies X is equal to 20 meter. So in triangle CAD, we have tangent 60 is equal to AC upon AD. That implies root 3 is equal to 20 plus H upon X. That implies X is equal to 20 plus H upon root 3. So now here the decision is whether we are supposed to take tangent or sine theta or cos theta. How do we decide that? I knew that I am supposed to find the height of the tower, that means perpendicular, and I am taking base as x. So there are two values involved, perpendicular and base. And perpendicular and base, this ratio is involved in which ratio? Trigonometric ratio? It is tangent theta. So that, now let's solve it further. 20 plus h upon root 3 is equal to 20. That implies 20 plus h is equal to 20 root 3. That implies h is equal to 20 into root 3 minus 1 meter. So the height of the tower is 20 root 3 minus 1 meter. Question 8. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So there is a pedestal AB whose height is h, and the statue is there, and the statue is AD. Its height is 1.6 meter. So let the height of statue is AD, which is 1.6 meter. And we are supposed to find the height of pedestal. We are assuming pedestal as AB, that is equal to h meter. So let us take triangle ABC first. So in triangle ABC, we have AB upon BC is equal to tangent 45. And we know the value of tangent 45, it is 1. So that implies h upon BC is equal to 1. That implies BC is equal to HM. So now in triangle DBC, we have DB upon BC is equal to tangent 60. That implies 1.6 plus h upon h is equal to root 3. And why BC is h? Because we have already proved it in triangle ABC. So that implies 1.6 plus h is equal to root h. 1.6 is equal to root 3h minus h. That implies 1.6 is equal to h into root 3 minus 1. We have taken common here. So that implies 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1 is equal to h. As denominator has root value, so we will rationalize the number. To rationalize the number, we will change sign of denominator and we will multiply and divide the number with the new number. So it implies 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. The denominator had the value root 3 minus 1. So we have changed the sign to plus and we have multiplied and divided the number with root 3 plus 1. So that implies 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon 3 minus 1. That is equal to 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon 2. That is equal to 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. Hence, the height of the pedestal is 0.8 into root 3 plus 1 meter. Question 9. The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degree. If the tower is 50 meter high, then find the height of building. So height of tower is CD in our case, that is equal to 50 meter. This is given. Height of building according to our figure is AB. So let us assume it is h meter. So now let us take triangle ABD first. In that, AB upon BD. AB is perpendicular, BD is base. So perpendicular upon base is tangent theta, and theta is 30 here. So it is equal to tangent 30. That implies AB upon BD is equal to 1 by root 3. That implies BD is equal to h upon root 3. This is equation 1. Now let us take second triangle. In triangle BCD, we have CD upon BD is equal to tangent 60. So that implies CD upon BD is equal to root 3. And that implies 50 upon BD is equal to root 3. So BD upon root 3 is equal to 50. Now we will put the value of BD in this equation. So it becomes h root 3 into root 3 is equal to 50. So that is 3h is equal to 50. So h is equal to 50 upon 3, that is equal to 16 is to 2 by 3. Hence, we can say that the height of the building is 16 is to 2 upon 3 meter, that is in the form of mixed fraction. We can also leave the answer as it is, that is 50 upon 3 meter also. Question 10. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road, which is 80 meter wide. From a point between them on the road, angle of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 and 30 degree respectively. Find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. So we have taken two poles, pole AB and pole CD. And AB is equal to CD, their height is equal, this is given. So let us assume that is h meter. And BC is the distance between those two poles, that is 80 meter. And angle of elevation from a point is 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. So let that point be E. So we know BC is nothing but BE plus ED. So let BE be X. If BE is X, what will be ED? As total length is 80. So X is already taken by BE. So what is left for ED? It is 80 minus X. AB upon BE is equal to tangent 30, that is equal to 1 by root 3. So that implies h upon x is equal to 1 upon root 3. That implies x is equal to root 3 into h. This is equation 1. Now in triangle CDE, we have CD upon ED is equal to tangent 60, that is equal to root 3. So that implies h upon 80 minus x is equal to root 3. So h is equal to 80 root 3 minus root 3x. So that implies root 3x is equal to 80 root 3 minus h. That implies x is equal to 80 root 3 minus h upon root 3. This is equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, we get both are the values of x. So they both will be equal. So we'll equate them. Root 3h is equal to 80 root 3 minus h upon root 3. So that implies 3h is equal to 80 root 3 minus h. That implies 4h is equal to 80 root 3. That implies h is equal to 80 root 3 upon 4. That is equal to 20 root 3. So now we have the value of h. We will substitute this value of h in equation 1 to find the value of x. So x is equal to h root 3. That is equal to 20 root 3 into root 3. That is equal to 20 multiplied by 3, that is 60 meters. So value of x is 60 meter. And what was x? It was BE. Therefore, ED is equal to, so now we know ED is equal to 80 minus x. So that is equal to 80 minus 60. That is equal to 20 meter. So value of ED is 20 meter. Hence, position of point is at distance of 60 meter from the pole CD and 20 meter from the pole AB. And height of the pole is 20 root 3 meters. Question 11. A TV tower stands vertically on a bank of canal. From a point on the other bank directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of tower is 60 degree. From another point 20 meter away from this point on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower, the angle of the elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. So find the height of the tower and width of the canal. So let AB, that is height of the tower, is equal to h meter and BC is equal to x, that is length of canal. So in triangle ABD, we have AB upon BD is equal to tangent 30. So that implies AB upon, what is BD? BD is sum of DC and BC. So that is DC plus BC is equal to 1 by root 3. That implies h upon 20 plus x is equal to 1 by root 3. That implies h root 3 is equal to 20 plus x. That implies x is equal to h root 3 minus 20. This is equation 1. So now let us take triangle ABC. So tangent 60 is equal to AB upon BC, that is equal to root 3. That implies root 3 is equal to h upon x. So from here we get the value of x, that is equal to h upon root 3. This is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2 we get h root 3 minus 20 is equal to h upon root 3. That implies h root 3 minus h upon root 3 is equal to 20. That implies Let us take LCM. LCM is root 3. So numerator is 3h minus h is equal to 20. That implies h into 3 minus 1 upon root 3, that is equal to 20. That implies h is equal to 20 root 3 upon 2, that is equal to 10 root 3. So we have got the value of h as 10 root 3 meter. Now we'll be putting the value of h in equation 2 to find the value of x. So x is equal to h upon root 3, that is equal to 10 root 3 upon root 3, that is equal to 10 meter. Hence, the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meter and width of the canal is 10 meter. Question 12. From the top of a 7 meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. So let the height of the building is CD and height of tower is AB. So what do they say is angle of elevation of top of cable tower is 60 degree. So first from the building we will be finding the angle of elevation of top of the tower, that is 60 degree, and from the building itself we will be measuring angle of depression to base of the tower, so that is 45 degree. So height of the building is nothing but CD, that is equal to 7 meter. This is given. So now let us construct. Draw a line parallel to BD to meet AB at E. So BE will be equal to CD, that is 7 meter. So what remains is AE. So let AE is equal to H meter. So the height of the tower will be AB, that is total of AE plus EB, that is equal to H plus 7. Now angle ECB is equal to angle CBD. Why? Because CE is parallel to DB and CB being transversal, these angles are alternate interior angles. So now let us take triangle CDB. In that CD upon DB is equal to tangent 45 and we know the value of tangent 45 is 1. So this implies 7 upon DB is equal to 1. That implies DB is equal to 7 meter. Now taking another triangle, triangle AEC, we have AE upon CE is equal to tangent 60 degree. That implies H upon 7 is equal to root 3. As DB is equal to CE, that is equal to 7 meter. So H is equal to 7 root 3 meter and that is equal to AE. So now we have both values, value of AE and EB. So we can tell the height of tower. So AB is equal to AE plus EB, that is equal to 7 root 3 plus 7. So in that 7 is common. So we have 7 into root 3 plus 1. Hence the height of the tower is 7 into root 3 plus 1 meters. Question 13. As observed from the top of a 75 meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angle of the depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between two ships. So let two ships be C and D point and let the height of the lighthouse is AB. So height of the lighthouse is AB, that is equal to 75 meter. So now let BC is equal to X meter and CD is equal to Y meter. So first let us take triangle ABC. In that we have tangent 45. And how that 45 came into picture? Because we know horizontal level is parallel to BD and AC is transversal. So angle of depression, that is 45, is equal to angle C, that is 45. So tangent 45 is equal to AB upon BC. That implies 1 is equal to AB upon BC. So that implies 1 is equal to 75 upon X. From here we get the value of X. X is equal to 75 meter. This is equation 1. So now in triangle ABD we have tangent 30. And tangent in triangle ABD, again using the same principle, parallel lines and the transversal AD. So angle D will be 30 degree. So tangent 30 is equal to AB upon BD. That is equal to 75 upon X plus Y. That implies what is tangent 30? It is 1 upon root 3. 1 upon root 3 is equal to 75 upon 75 plus Y. As value of X is also 75 from equation 1. So that implies 75 plus Y is equal to 75 root 3. That implies Y is equal to 75 root 3 minus 75. That is equal to 7. So that implies 75 is common. So 75 into root 3 minus 1. Hence Distance between two ships is 75 into root 3 minus 1 meter. Question 14. A 1.2 meter tall girl spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at an instant is 60 degree. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. So find the distance traveled by balloon during this interval. So we are supposed to find AD. So how can we find that? If we know the value of CB and CE, so we can find the value of BE from there. So BE will be CE minus CB. And BE is equal to AD because lines are parallel. So in this way we can find the value of AD. So let's solve it. We know the height of the girl is given, which is 1.2, and total height from the ground is 88.2. So let us subtract the value. Let us subtract 1.2 from 88.2. So we get the value 87 meter. So let first position of the balloon is A, and after some time it will reach to point D. We know AB is equal to ED. This is given. So that is 88.2 minus 1.2, that is equal to 87. So we are deducting the height of girl from total height. So now let us take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AB upon BC is equal to tangent 60 degree. So that implies 87 upon BC is equal to root 3. That implies BC is equal to 87 upon root 3. So now let us take triangle DEC. So in triangle DEC, DE upon CE is equal to tangent 30 degree. So that implies 87 upon CE is equal to 1 by root 3. That implies CE is equal to 87 into root 3 meter. So now distance travelled by balloon from A to D is BE. So BE is equal to CE minus CB, that is equal to 87 root 3 minus 87 upon root 3. So to solve this, let us take LCM. LCM is root 3. So it comes out to be 87 into 3 minus 87. 87 is common, so what remains inside is 3 minus 1 upon root 3. That is equal to 87 into 2 upon root 3. As root 3 is there in denominator, so we will be rationalizing the number. And how to rationalize? Multiply and divide the whole number by root 3. So we will get 87 into 2 root 3 upon 3. So that is equal to 29 multiplied by 2 root 3. So that is equal to 58 root 3 meters. So AD is equal to BE, that is equal to 58 root 3 meter, because lines were parallel. Question 15. A straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression of 30 degree approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degree. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So let AB be the height of tower, that is, so let us assume it as H, and let the original position of car is BD, and after 6 seconds it will be position of the car is at point C, so distance is BC. Angle of depression is angle 30. As horizontal line is parallel to BD, so because of alternate interior angle property, angle D will be 30. Similarly, angle C will be 60 degree. So let the height of the tower AB is equal to H meter. And what is given? That car is moving at certain speed and we don't know the speed, so we will be assuming speed. Let speed of the car be x meter per second. So what will be the distance travelled in that case? The distance travelled in 6 seconds will be 6 multiplied by x. That is, time multiplied by speed is distance, because we know distance is speed multiplied by time. So let time taken by car to move from point B to C is t seconds, or we can say from C to B. Then distance travelled by BC will be x multiplied by t. So now let us take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, tangent 60 degree is equal to AB upon BC, that is equal to H upon Tx. So that implies, what is value of tangent 60? It is root 3. Root 3 is equal to H upon Tx. That implies H is equal to root 3 into Tx. This is equation 1. Now in triangle ABD, tangent 30 is equal to AB upon BD. That is equal to H upon Tx plus 6x. That implies What is value of tangent 30? It is 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 is equal to h upon tx plus 6x. That implies 6x plus tx is equal to root 3h. That implies x into 6 plus t is equal to root 3 multiplied by root 3 into tx. That is equal to dtx. That implies 6 plus t is equal to 3tx upon x. X and x gets cancelled out. So what remains is 3t. So 6 is equal to 3t minus t, that is equal to 2t. That implies 2t is equal to 6. That implies t is equal to 6 upon 2, that is 3. Hence, time taken by car is 3 seconds. Question 16. The angles of elevation of the top of tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meter and 9 meter from the base of the tower and in the same straight line with it are complementary. Prove that the height of the tower is 6 meter. And what is complementary? When sum of the angles is 90 degree. So let the height of the tower be AB, that is equal to h meter, and let the point at 4 meter is C, and let the point at 9 meters is D. So let height of the tower AB is equal to h meter. So what are complementary angles? When sum of two angles is 90 degree. So angle C plus angle D is equal to 90. So let angle D be theta. If angle D is theta, what will be angle C? It is 90 minus theta. So let us take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we have AB upon BC is equal to tangent 90 minus theta. That implies h upon 4 is equal to cotangent theta. So that implies h is equal to 4 cotangent theta. This is equation 1. Now, in triangle ABD, we have AB upon BD is equal to tangent theta. That implies h upon 9 is equal to tangent theta. This is equation 2. So h is equal to 9 tangent theta. This is equation 2. So now multiply equation 1 and 2. H into h is equal to 4 cotangent theta into 9 tangent theta. We know cotangent is nothing but inverse of tangent theta. So we will get h square is equal to 36 into 1 upon tangent theta into tangent theta. Tangent theta and tangent theta get cancelled out. So that implies h square is equal to 36. So take root on both the sides. H is equal to 6 meters. Hence proof.